in the 50th annual Newport to Ensenada International Yacht Race. OCN's Brooke Robbins reports.
The gun sounded just before noon, and more than 550 crews started their sail to the finish line. For those who can't compete, watching the sea of boats on shore was the next best thing.
I used to sail. I've sailed about 10 of those races, but I'm getting too old now to race any longer, so I have to come out here and watch it now.
Watching it from afar, huh?
Yeah, right. Just wishing I was out there.
Hundreds of crews are competing to win this year's Newport to Ensenada regatta. Greg Phillips reports on one crew that isn't necessarily determined to win, but are intent on making a point.
Duncan Milne loves to sail his 50-foot yacht, and like many yachtsmen, he thrives on the competition of a good race. But Milne is not just any sailor. He's different.
Okay, now we've got
He's in a wheelchair.
We use the same rules, and we are expected to do the same things. We just have a little bit more of a challenge.
All 6 members of his crew are disabled, and while most came for the competition, for others, it's all about having a good time.
In our meetings are kind of divided about whether we're supposed to just aim the ship southerly and then consume some beer, or be competitive. So we'll resolve that while we're sailing out of here.
To give you an idea of the challenges these guys face, try moving these 20-foot long booms with an inflated sail from side to side when the wind changes, with no legs, fighting more than 1,000 pounds of pressure.
But the rest of us, we put on cushions on our behinds and we scoot around because the wheelchairs just go all over the place if you try to stay in it.
You just get out of the chair and shift the sails that way.
That's it.
As for Milne, his best finish time in the race in 4 tries is a little more than 24 hours. He hopes to beat it by at least a couple hours this year. At the same time, send a message to others. Just because he and his friends are in wheelchairs doesn't mean they can't sail with the best of them on the high seas. In Newport Beach, Greg Phillips, OCN.
And Duncan Milne says he'll be back next year to compete once again.